for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. We've got lights out. Kevin Love out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Robert Covington. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Osman, defended by Covington. And the regular season officially begins. Most rookies around the league, Clark, will have their eyes wide open. I mean, wow, what an eye-opening experience to play with this speed, this talent. How nervous were you going back to that time in your life? How nervous were you on opening night?
Very nervous, really excited, but there were some butterflies that I had to work really hard at trying to get them to fly in formation because they were all over the place, Kevin. But ultimately, once you get out there and you break that first sweat or you get that first hit or bucket, then it simply becomes basketball. But prior to that, pregame meal, your nap before the game, the butterflies are doing their own thing.
The first free throw is good.
Hey, Karl Anthony Towns was the unanimous 2015-16 Rookie of the Year, but you still have to admire how fast he's made an impact in this league.
And Towns drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Harrell against Towns. Harrell, the pass to Osman. 5 on the clock. The three. He can't get that one to fall. It's Covington on the wing. Towns against Harrell, the 17-footer, and Towns gets it to go.
Well, Towns has such a nice, smooth-looking jumper, capitalizing from the mid-range there.
Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. The layup missed.
And I think all the credit goes to the defense there, Kevin. Exceptional job getting the shooter to rush that layup.
And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Vaughn kicks to Harrell. Nance against Love. Ripped away. Here's Covington. Finished off the break.
Boy, I love to see Covington blast off the floor. He's so good at reading angles and making himself a target in transition.
Now here's Nance. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And stolen by Love. And they're pushing it up. Here's Covington. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Man, I like to see Covington get aggressive in the paint, sending a message to the defense with that dunk.
They could use a bucket. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The away team up by 6. And we'll return shortly. All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry.
I want to be the best player who ever played. And
His coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing them.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too.
Hands out there with Wiggins. Then there's Harrell. Then there's Payton. And it's Neal in at the two-guard spot.
Great effort, terrific instincts. That's just solid all-around play, Kevin.
Robert Covington out there with Kerr. Then it's Jones. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Bryant in at the 5. Pass to Kerr. Over Nance. Kerr can't hit. Wiggins with it. In the corner, Neal with it. Back to Wiggins. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played. And that's fairly select company when you talk 2010 guys as rookies. And that's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummins, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
You talk about names, Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
Now Bogdanovich, after the missed 3 from Elfrid Payton. Shoots over Neal, and the shot is long. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Neal.
And that's a nice play. Under duress, Wiggins staying aggressive, sinks the contested shot.
Jones, the pass to Kerr. Back to Jones. Passes to Kerr. Banked in off the glass.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Payton finds Harrell. Now Wiggins shoots over Covington. Misses off the left iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Wiggins. Here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
And great job by Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Shoots over Neal, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The away team leading by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that's all we have for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And when everyone's keying on you, you have a choice. Become passive or just work that much harder. He consistently chooses the latter.
And, you know, Greg, that's the kind of effort you see from great players. I mean, the will, just unrelenting will, not backing down.
They've got Sexton. Harrell is out there with Larry Nance. And it's Osman in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
One shot. One shot.
Well, 50% from the floor. And there's the pass to Covington. Here's Emerson. Here's Towns. And the basket is good. Towns has got 8 points.
Hey, I tell you what, I've got a 39-inch shirt sleeve. Karl Anthony Towns has to be north of 40, and with that reach, you can see why he snatches up those rebounds.
Harrell kicks to Osman. Here's Vaughn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Six on the shot clock. Here's Emerson. No good off the back of the rim.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Towns. He's looking for Love and finds him. And Love throws it down.
I guess Towns got a little bit of point guard in him. The big fella with a beautiful dime right there.
Timeout, timeout. Guard it.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Karl Anthony Towns, fourth.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Sexton the pass to Osman. He kicks to Harrell. On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Sexton. Lets it go with a three. And he's good on the three ball. Sexton's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
And that one's good. Towns.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And down hard. Flying high for the catch and flush, Kevin. Wiggins gets off the ground in a hurry.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. And it's Towns penetrating. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Count that one.
Well, I tell you what, they've got to be fuming. I mean, they were way too late in contesting that layup.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Sexton. He's got 5. 5 to shoot. Here's Wiggins.
Yeah, these little nuances like the pump fake. developing aspects of Wiggins' expanding game.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, it's amazing when you look back at the Andrew Wiggins-Kevin Love trade. Safe to say now that I think both teams really got what they wanted out of it.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The away team, they lead by 2. And do not go. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. At 50% in a decent groove. They've got Towns. Bogdanovich out there with Kerr. Then there's lights out. Bogdanovich dishes to Kerr. Tipped away. Passes it to lights out. 4 on the clock. Here's Emerson. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Really, Greg, just shows you the toughness and determination this man has. Impressive.
Here's Harrell. To the middle. Osman kicks to Payton, and there's the pass to Harrell. Here's Wiggins. Lays it up and banks it in.
Tell you what, for a small forward, Wiggins is strong inside. I mean, and only growing in confidence, too. That's scary for the opposition.
Pass to Bogdanovich. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Kerr. And it's Osman with the rebound. Being an outstanding 53% for the game. Feeds it to Wiggins. Oh, that's blocked. And here's Bogdanovich. Emerson covered by Payton. The dish to Towns. Towns is doubled. Pass to Kerr. Pulls up on the elbow. Goes back up. And Towns finishes inside.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
And so the timeout by Fred Hoiberg here. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Fred Hoiberg was talking with his team during the break. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Another shot. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws go down and the lead goes up.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
No time to waste at all. Got to let it go fast.
And so the timeout by Fred Hoiberg here. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Covington with the steal, and that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
And Kerr pulls it down.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Jeffries the pass to Neal to the right side. The shot by Sexton, no good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never